Welcome back, baby. What it do, boo boo? Okay, so how's everybody doing this evening? I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What is going on? Nope, that's not it. Let's go to channel. What's going? Why is it? Why does it still say upcoming? There it is. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel, everybody. So tonight we're going to be going into the Light Seers Tarot, the Shadow Love Tea Oracle. I think that's what it's called, Shadow Love Tea by Vibe About It. And then we're also going to go into the Wisdom of the Oracle. So that's what I have for us this evening. Okay. How you doing, Bethany, Elliott, and Pure Light Tarot? Welcome. All right, let's get started. I hope y'all have had a beautiful, happy Tuesday. Carmaril! Hey, girly. Welcome to the channel. All right. I had a really good day. It was long. A lot of people didn't show up to work, so we got off late. We had to carry yesterday's mail plus some of today's, plus, a lot of people didn't come, so it is what it is. Hey, Shelly Matlock, how you doing? Tanisha Fisher, okay. Hey. Thank you for the gold coins, boo. I see you. 3 of them. Thank you. Oh, I don't like that one. Let's do that one more time. These cards be sticking. I don't know. I got some on a while ago. Hey, Boo Boo Bear Martin Simpson. Okay, Holy Spirit, what is it that you got for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? Starting off with the world in the upright. What's up, Patricia? The Page of Cups here in the upright. The Seven of Wands is in reverse. Ooh, my nose. The Death is in reverse. King of Wands here in the upright. Energy at the bottom of that, we have Pisces here with the Moon in reverse. The Tower in the upright. So somebody sees a tower. Woo, woo, woo. Why? Because stuff is starting to slow down. Okay, so a tower due to a slowdown. Things became out of balance. Things started slowing down. And all they could see is that they were headed straight to a tower. So somebody is experiencing some instability here with the Temperance. That's Sagittarius. The Knight of Swords here is in reverse. That's Aquarius. The Tower is Scorpio. Oh, look, there's another card. Ooh, they starting to feel hopeless behind this tower. Okay, that's the Star in reverse, Aquarius. So somebody is very, very hopeless due to a lot of instability. Oh my goodness, they're losing hope by the minute. And then Pisces here with the Moon in reverse, that's all they see. I see hopelessness ahead. I see a tower. Basically, somebody feel like their whole life about to come crumbling down. Oh my gosh. It's all falling down. That's what it's getting. Yeah, and they stressed out. Look, 9 of Swords. What is going on? Somebody has a lot of stress and anxiety about finances. It feels like it's overtaking them. This is the 9 of Swords. Somebody could be losing sleep. They're crying all the time. I'm just getting, woo, child, what is going on? Very frustrated, very stressed out. Like I said, losing sleep, feeling like everything, like you just headed straight to a tower and there's really nothing you can do about it. So like money's coming in slow. You probably got more money going out than coming in. And it's just watching something just kind of snowball. Have you ever seen like when like how snowballs are built, like how it just keeps growing and growing and growing, and like somebody feels like it's just getting ready to just overtake them, and they can't take it. And this is really, really sad. Okay, how you doing, Bandit? Welcome to the channel. Okay, Jamite and Patricia, I see y'all. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on here at the bottom of the deck. And the Nine of Swords is Gemini, by the way. Okay, what's up, Jacqueline Johnson? So we got the World here in the upright. The World is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So remember, I just said something is coming to an end. Somebody is definitely stressed out. All right. No, baby. Thy food. I'm not taking personal questions, but welcome to the channel. What's up, Sonya Blade, Lucy O'Neill? Welcome, and Edwin Poole. All right. So here with the World here in the upright, we definitely have someone, there's an ending. So a cycle has closed. Someone is feeling like, oh my gosh, they're feeling defeated because someone might be not really heavily emotionally available. This could be somebody who is a little bit on the emotional immature side. You might be feeling like whatever relationship you have, it wasn't real love, like it was a figment of your imagination, almost like it was what they call it, infatuation. So somebody may be feeling defeated because something ended. It feels like infatuation. This person's not as emotionally invested as you thought they may have been. And then, you know, so the Page of Cups is Cancer, and then the Seven of Wands here is Leo. So somebody is definitely feeling defeated because it's like, I mean, how you gonna fight for something when somebody barely has one foot in it? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is sad. So they feel like somebody's not fighting to be in a connection. And this is really bothering them because death is here in reverse because this is Scorpio. So that lets me know that you went back to a relationship thinking that it was going to be something. It's not. This person they barely like you. If that. They're not fighting to be with you at all. In fact, they don't really care if it ends or not. That's why the World is here. So we got Death, Scorpio. How you doing, Daytona Wentz and Desiree Aggie? How you doing, Desiree? And Jeremy Burks, welcome to the channel. And then we got the King of Wands. This is Leo energy. So somebody feels like this person is a leader. They get a lot of attention. They're very handsome. It could be a masculine. Don't have to be. It could be a woman also in this type of energy. But whoever you are a leader. You get a lot of attention for your leadership qualities. And this may be why somebody wanted to come back, thinking that it was going to be successful. And it ended up being a total washout. That's why somebody's defeated. Like, man, like, I'm in this relationship and it feel like, you know how, like, have you ever been dating somebody and you think that it's gonna be one thing, and then it's like you can kind of start to feel like they're not really into it. They're not really feeling you like you feeling them. And it's like the effort is like not really there. And so like your intuitiveness is probably saying, okay, this probably should be over because I'm not really feeling like they liking me like that. You see that? You see the love, like the love is not really existing. It's all like a figment of your imagination. So it's almost like the relationship does need to come to an end if it has not already. Okay. Let's talk about the World. So this relationship coming to an end. Hey, sweet Gail. Let's talk about the World here in the upright. We got Justice. Not that one. Justice. The Five of Cups here in reverse. And the Four of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, somebody thought that they were going to be in a very fair and balanced relationship. And this is why you dug up the relationship to begin with. You thought that you was going to come out the cold with this person. You weren't going to have to be out here alone with a broken heart trying to mend it. You dug something up. Somebody went back and they tried to come out the cold with someone, and they tried to tell this person the truth and be transparent. See how all this light is here. So this is letting me know you try to tell the truth. You want to balance some things out with someone. And like I said, be transparent. You want to come out the cold after you and somebody may have had an ending. So, this is looking like a breakup to make up. So y'all was broken up, but it looked like y'all trying to make up. Now, you thinking it is love, but this person's like, you know how sometimes some people just date somebody because of something to do. Yeah, I date you. Yeah, whatever. I ain't really feeling them, but I could use some free meals. I could use some free stuff. And that's exactly the energy that I'm getting. Somebody is like not emotionally invested is the other person. So let's talk about this Page of Cups. Now the Five of Pentacles is Taurus, the Four of Swords was Libra, and Justice is also Libra. So we got the Page of Cups, which is Cancer. Okay. Hey Jersey. Let's talk about this Page of Cups. So one, you might be feeling like this is all infatuation. But I am getting somebody who's real nonchalant about the relationship. Page of Cups. Please, Holy Spirit. What's up, Cosmic? Yeah, kind of, yeah. You know, some people just like you. And you might, but you might be fun to be around, but they ain't really feeling you like they want to be in a relationship. That's not the feeling I'm getting. I'm getting somebody who's like, nah. This is somebody you're trying to get stuff off the ground with. For sure, here with the Page of Wands. Now, the thing about a Page of Wands, though, this is Aries energy. Let's talk about this card. This is an action to want to get something off the ground. Now, she looked like she's in movement. But typically, the Page of Wands is having a feeling, but ain't putting the action behind it. So most of the time on a Page of Wands, the person is just standing there. They ain't doing all the shit doing, like flipping stuff. You want to take action on something. Doesn't mean that you are. The only way you're going to take action is if you start moving into stuff like the Knight of Wands. You know, now you're moving a little bit more. You're putting a little more passion and heat behind that wand energy. This is just wanting to get it off the ground. Now, if somebody coming in with like standing still, feeling on the inside, I want to get something off the ground, but if I don't actually take the action to get something off the ground, what is that going to make you feel like with the Page of Cups? Like I'm not really in it. Like I'm not really passionate about you. Just like we were saying, me and Cosmic Miro. Okay, so here it is. We got the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles is in reverse. So you're seeing that this person, you know, you think things are going to take off and, you know, but what you're actually seeing is that this person is looking like, you know, in order for y'all to be together, y'all going to have to come out of a stalemate and you're going to have to let go of some things. So in order for things to get off the ground, you know, you're going to have to let go of some things. Now, I'm hoping it's not money, but somebody does want to come out of the cold. There's some money issues could be going on with money, or just you need to let go of something. Okay, what's up, Aurora? Massage Wellness. So somebody needs to let go of something. It could be something financial, but whatever this is, the other person's starting to feel defeated because it's not turning out the way that they thought it would. Okay, let's talk about the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands here in the upright. We got Tower upright, the Two of Wands upright, and the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. I'm not taking up these card sticks. So I'm not going to take the ones underneath. So we got that Seven of Pentacles. Now, the Seven of Pentacles here is Taurus. Oh, and I didn't name this. This is Capricorn with the Four of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Libra. Page of Wands was Aries. Now, this is Taurus with the Seven of Pentacles. Two of Wands is Aries. And we got Scorpio here with the Tower. So, this person's starting to feel defeated. Like, you're not really interested. You're not really fighting to be in a connection with me. And the reason why they're starting to feel defeated is because look at how slow things are growing. Now, y'all may have had to let go of some, you know, especially on my breakup to makeup. Whenever y'all getting ready to make up, that means that there has to be some changes that have to be made. You have to let go of some, whether it was cheating or somebody disrespected you. Whatever hurt you in the past, you got to release it in order for y'all to come out of a stalemate. So this is letting me know that somebody is needing to release something that's bothering them. So, but the thing of it is that the relationship is not really growing like that. So here with the Two of Wands in the Tower, it's looking like the future is the relationship ain't going to have a leg to stand on. Okay. And so, this is what is going on here. So with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the relationship is growing slow, and it looks like the future with the Two of Wands. See how she's looking out the window? It's like you headed straight to a tower. The foundation between y'all is not going to last, and somebody is feeling it. You know, sometimes y'all can feel a breakup. Like, man, I already can see this ain't gonna work, man. You already could tell it's like it's already on its last leg. Now, how you doing, Jeanette? So here it is with the death in reverse. This is Scorpio energy. What might be bothering whoever you are is that you may have come back thinking, see how the face looks different? It looks real peaceful, right? Maybe you thought that when you came back to this relationship, it was going to be different. It was going to be more peaceful. And so this is what prompted you to dig up the relationship, especially when we care about somebody. You know what I'm saying? When you really care about somebody, you have a history with them, you always want to go back to boo. You know what I'm saying? We be like, that's my baby. You know, eventually you think they're going to mature or they're going to grow up and y'all are going to have whatever it is you believe y'all could have. Well, let's talk about death. This is this Scorpio energy. Okay. Hey, JP the God. Welcome to the channel. So death is being clarified by that Nine of Swords here in the upright. The Hangman is in the upright. See? Ooh. Somebody is confused, baby. Because, see, you thought it was going to be love. But, see, remember how I said you got these feelings where it feels like somebody got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So that means that you don't know how to feel when you get in the Hangman. So we got Cancer here with the Two of Cups, and the Hangman is Pisces, and then we got the Nine of Swords, which is Aquarius. No, Nine of Swords is Gemini. So this is Gemini. So we got somebody who feels like it's supposed to be love, but then why do I feel upside down? Like, man, I don't really know if you in it or not. But you went back to it. So this is where the confusion lies. Okay? How you doing? Haters gonna hate regardless. And Lakeisha Evans, welcome to the channel. So here it is. You want this relationship, but you feel hung up because it's like, I came back. So like, you don't want to believe that this person is not emotionally invested in you, especially if this is somebody you got a history with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all do that. We break up and make up. We break up and make up. We don't want to believe that somebody just, I mean, we supposed to be exchanging cups. We supposed to be falling in love. We supposed to be here dating and having fun. But I feel caught up and it's starting to stress the other person out. This is really, you know what these cards are really saying? Somebody just ain't that into you, baby. Now, they're playing you because you're something to do. But it's that's where the stress is coming in from. Because you could feel like they're not that interested. But you don't want to believe they're not that interested because you came back to a relationship like there's a history here. So because we have a history and you know me and I know you, you want to believe like it's love and friendship and something here. But it's looking like, nah, baby, Spirit is saying you actually in the Hangman because you need to change your perspective. This is when a perspective shift needs to happen. That means the light bulb ain't came on why you're stressed out. You're stressed out because somebody's showing up as a Page of Cups. Somebody is talking about being a Page of Wands. You're talking about action, but they're not putting no action in a relationship. So like this is somebody who will be like, hey, baby, oh my God, I'm getting a dream seller. Hey, baby, you want me to get a house around the corner? You want us to go on some trips, baby? Where you want to go? You want to go to Africa, boo? This is somebody hyping you up. But they're not actually doing the action for y'all to go on vacations. Or they're not actually taking you out on dates. They're talking about, oh man, I had a massage and I was thinking about you, baby. And when I had that massage, I was thinking, oh man, my girl or my dude would show love, something like this. And they hyping you up because you're like, oh, they're gonna take me to get a massage. Hell no. They just telling you about it. See how that's good? It's like, womp, womp, womp. This is why you got to change your perspective. So right now you're in the Hangman because you're not seeing that this is somebody who's just a dream seller. They're not emotionally invested. They just telling you what you want to hear because you something to do. There might be some money they can get out of it, some sex they can get out of it, some attention that they can get out of it. But they're not really looking at you as a valuable or like they're not looking at it as love. You coming back thinking about love. But yeah, you're stressing out because it don't really feel like they own it. You're getting half-ass effort, if that. Now, the thing of it is that your person could get a lot of attention. This is a king of wands. They could have a gift of gab, honey. This is somebody who is fine as wine and they get attention. Okay, so your person gets a lot of attention. A lot of people see them as attractive, and they could have the gift of gab. Here, because to me, my king of wands can sell copper to a penny. You know what I'm saying? They so smooth. They like a smooth operator with them words. You know, talk you right about your clothes. What's up, Pierre? 5 dimes, Dennis. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel, sweet peas. Okay. Okay, and let's talk about this king of wands. So we got somebody out here who gets a lot of attention, and that might be another reason why you're stressing out, is because you like, damn, man, my person. You know, some of y'all attract some very attractive people. You might be attractive and your person could be attractive. But then one of y'all just let it get to your head, apparently, i.e. this person. So that could be another thing that's stressing you out, is the amount of there it is, the amount of attention that this person's getting with the 7 of Cups. Your person's getting hell of attention. They got so many options to choose from. Now it's making sense on why you're getting this half-ass effort. Somebody been out here getting a lot of attention. They got a lot of people to choose from. Your person has a lot of options. 7 of Cups here is Scorpio. Okay. Oh, this is sad. Yeah. And so now it's making sense on why you're losing confidence with the Queen of Wands in reverse and with the Emperor in reverse. Your person really don't want to hold their position. Because truth be told, I can read this Queen of Wands 2 ways. You're losing confidence because they're not really stepping up. This is somebody who is really being careless with you. They're not really wanting to hold their position. They're willing to let you go and let chaos between the two of y'all happen. And that's still stressing you out, because it's like, why are they dropping their position? Why they don't want to be with me? And it's like you could see the pulling away and the chaos getting ready to happen. Somebody is like foreseeing a tower. Now, the other reason why this might be stressing you out is that not only is your person got options, but your person's out here being a whore with that Queen of Wands in reverse. This could stress you out. So that's another reason, because the Queen of Wands in reverse is a whore. Another reason why this could stress you out is because now you feel like this is your soulmate. We got the King and Queen of Wands. So some of y'all might be like, man, this feels like my soulmate, but it's coming out kind of karmic-y because the Queen of Wands is in reverse. So it's like this could have been a soulmate connection, but your person's acting like a karmic because they got options. They want to whore around right now. They're not really trying to look out for you. And so that might be a lot. That's a lot going on with just this one Queen of Wands. So you could be losing confidence. You could see them as being a whore. You might see them as a karmic soulmate. They're dropping their position. You're stressing out because you can foresee the tower. And you really keep trying to tell yourself to just let it go. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let's just let it go. Everything will be okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just overthinking. This is why you think you and this person are going to come out the cold, because you're trying to let go of the fact that you feel a tower. But the tower is coming, because guess what? Whenever the tower happens, y'all, and listen, we have many towers. How you doing, Adriana Torres? How you doing? No, baby, this is a collective. You just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This could be anybody's reading, okay? Welcome, Joanne Rose. And even if and my readings are like lessons. So if you don't resonate with it per se, you could take the lesson out of the reading. Okay. How you doing, Pierre B? Welcome. And K, what's your name? K Rui. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You said smooth and abusive. Oh, that's not good. Listen, what I was getting ready to say is, the feeling I'm getting is like, y'all know how like sometimes you can feel it's about to be a breakup, right? And I was talking about this tower. This is this Scorpio energy. You see a future of this is about to just end. I just know it. A lot of times when things end, it's because our brain has not caught up with our heart. You know what I'm saying? Your heart wants to hold on, but your brain is saying, baby, this guy is all written on the wall that this is not good for you, that you're not feeling good, they're not making you feel good, they're not really emotionally invested, they're not fighting to be with you. You calling them and texting them, they're not really calling and texting you in return. You doing all the check-ins, you doing all the date nights, and they show up, but it looks like it's all on you. Now, whenever we have towers, y'all, people don't like towers. People do not like towers. But towers are necessary because to me, that's like the universe saying, this right here cannot keep going on like this. I like towers because towers make change. That's why there's so many butterflies on this card. Towers are necessary when it's not a good foundation. And you, although you and this person have a history, it's not, y'all's relationship don't have a strong enough foundation to be sustainable. That's why you're going to have a tower. And the moment that the light bulb comes on in your head, it goes, hey, this relationship is not a strong foundation. One person's giving more than the other. The other person's not emotionally invested. They're not really giving to the connection. They're basically here using me. When that lightning bolt, it strikes the tower, but that's supposed to be your crown chakra. When your light actually cuts on and you realize that, you know what? This ending was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It always ends up being the best thing that ever happened to you because this person was basically wasting your time. And they was just using you as a placeholder, when they don't have their other options, or they might be using you for money or sex, or you supply some sort of habit for them. And so it's always good to allow the tower to happen. How you doing, Nova Moon? Y'all come on in. Look, we got 111 and 60. Do you all mind double tapping and let's get these likes up, please? Please and thank you. What's up, Lathasa? I like your name, Nova Moon. That's cute. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups here in the upright. The Emperor, y'all, was Aries. The Queen of Wands was Leo. And the Seven of Cups was Scorpio. Now we got the Queen of Cups, which is Pisces. The Three of Cups, which is Cancer. Nine of Wands is in reverse. The Sun is in the upright. Uh-oh. Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Wands. Let me tell you something. We got Leo at the bottom with strength. I think it's funny that God has strength at the bottom. Let me tell you why. Because you got to be strong. Whoever you are, you might be a very kind spirit. You coming out as the Queen of Cups. This is somebody very loving, very kind, very, very sweet. And you really want to come out the cold with your person. You don't want to feel like you're in isolation. You really want this to work. You want to balance things out with the two of y'all. Because y'all have already had endings, and this time it's supposed to be different. So you're trying to be as transparent as possible. You're trying to be as fair. See how clear she looks. So you just let me know you're trying everything to be different with your little loving, kind self. But the truth of the matter is, no matter how loving you are, this is somebody who does not really want to be with you. Three of Cups is in reverse. So basically, you need to take your hands off of this and let this happen. Even though you got to let this person go. Even if this person does not want to be your friend. And y'all have a history. I know with that death in reverse, y'all done went back and forth before. Even though the Six of Cups is not out here, I can feel that this is a breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup, breakup, makeup. And soulmate connections and twin flame connections can sometimes be like that. So whoever you are, you're going to have to, as much in love as you have to take your hands off of it. Even and let this person go, even if they choose not to be your friend. And it's looking like they're going to choose not to. You cannot allow yourself to be a part of a third party. This person has many options. They had 7 cups. And you, if you love yourself, you're going to have to let go of being an option and letting this person put you in a third party situation. You have to be the 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Now, the reason why some of us, when we're going through towers, it's so hard to let go is because it makes you feel vulnerable. Your heart doesn't feel protected. It feels like it feels like the rug being pulled from front of your feet. And most of the time, we don't like when we feel vulnerable. Because, like, that means your feelings are hurt, right? And the sun is illuminating. This is why you feel so stressed. So you feel vulnerable, you feel stressed out because you know you got to change your perspective. And sometimes our heart is not ready to catch up where the mind already knows. Sometimes, y'all, listen, when you feel like you suspect that somebody's cheating or that they're not really emotionally invested, y'all really be knowing. And you know how I know you know? Because you go ask your friends, hey, let me run this past you. Such and such did this, and she's acting like this, or he's acting like that. So the sun is letting me know you see it. You feel the stress. You are up at night analyzing the stress, but you don't want to believe that you have to let go. But you got to let go. You got to love yourself enough to let go. And take your hands off of this. Even though you're hoping that it'll come out the cold and it'll go back to love. But you have to tell yourself the truth. And when you actually tell yourself the truth with this sun, which is Leo, the 9 of Wands with Sagittarius. Okay, when the sun is illuminating that this person ain't giving to you, baby. You basically want this relationship, but they don't. There's no equal reciprocity. And you want to be happy. Now, right now, you stressed out. This is what's on top. This is behind. The sun is on top of this 9 of Swords. So you stressed out. Spirit says you want to be happy, but you cannot be happy in a relationship where you're the only one giving. See, the six of Pentacles, this is 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is Taurus energy. When it's in reverse, this means somebody's giving to you. Right? Even if they have more than you, they're giving to you to help balance you out. But when it's in reverse, them scales ain't balanced. There's no equal reciprocity here. And it's like you just keep giving, and they just keep taking. Like there's no end in sight. And this is bothering you because this feels like chaos. This is what's got that hangman energy got you feeling some kind of way. And this is why wherever there is confusion, chaos is not too far behind. On top of this person has you in competition with other people. So we got competition, chaos, and confusion. All from one card here. This is Leo energy with the 5 of Wands. And so if you tell yourself the truth, you got to go love you. You're going to have to let go. Even of the idea that you got to let go of the idea of you and this person even being friends after this. Even though you've been knowing them forever. And sometimes, y'all, we could know somebody so long. We be like, listen, even if I'm not with them, I love them so much. I want them to be a part of my world. I want them to be my friend. But if you really look at this, and Spirit is trying to show somebody, if you really look at this, baby, this person's not even your friend, because friends don't treat people like this. Friends will be honest with you and say, listen, I ain't going to waste your time, baby. I just see you as a friend, and we better off as being platonic friends. Perfect example. Y'all remember Seinfeld? Elaine and Seinfeld used to try to date. They was not that good. They was lovers for a little bit. They was better off as like best friends. Amongst the group, Elaine was pretty much the only female, but she really fit in with Kramer, Seinfeld, and George. You know what I'm saying? But her and Seinfeld, they were platonic friends. I just love did you say Talha? Oh, this is a high priestess, baby. It's nothing scary about it, but I get it. The first time you see it, it do kind of throw you a little bit. But you can be friends. But Spirit is trying to tell you that whoever you are, you need to let this go. Y'all ain't gonna be friends because this person's disrespecting you. So a friend will respect you enough to tell you what it is. Y'all can have that real heart-to-heart conversation. Somebody who doesn't care about you, though, will play you and not give a damn about being like saving the friendship. They just only care about what they're going to get out of it. And so what I'm seeing here is this person don't care about you like that. And so you're going to have to let it go. And I'm so sorry. If this is resonating, sometimes these reads be feeling like Band-Aids being pulled off of your skin when, and it catch the hair. Woo, child, it hurt. I feel it. Yeah, see? Because see, you're so loving and kind, but this is starting to feel like this is starting to be unsuccessful, baby. You're feeling out of balance. The chariot's not, the relationship ain't moving forward. You're not coming out the cold. You're feeling out of balance. The relationship is actually starting to feel unsuccessful with the chariot Cancer. And so this is, it just takes a minute sometimes to get our bearings. And this is what Spirit wants you to know. You don't need to be a part of this. This is the devil with the 3 of Wands. So only thing you're holding and maintaining if you stay in relationship with this person is a toxic relationship where somebody is basically, they're overindulging on pleasures, honey. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, sex, those are lustful desire pleasures. And they are overindulging and listen, waiting for more opportunities to be in the devil energy. And that's toxic. So it's almost like while you're waiting on love, they waiting on what's the next thing they about to get into. I'm about to get hot today and I'm about to knock the brakes off this one right here. It be like that. I was listening to something today, like this man had took this lady out to dinner and she got to look around. She said, "Hey, it's some fine ones in here." And the dude said, "Hey, see, you not even," he said, listen, brother man, let me tell you something. She's not ready. She's still trying to have her hot girl summers and be out here. And the moment she said, "Hey," he said it was like a cat call for the wild who they're not done playing. And so your person, it's like, what are they waiting on? More opportunities to be in this devil energy, which is basically they just very lustful. And so Spirit is saying, this is why you can't be friends with this person. This is why y'all not going to move forward and it be successful. So the devil is Capricorn. The 3 of Wands here is Aries. What's up, Petite Tamulo? How you doing, baby? So Spirit is saying, if you want to be happy, you're going to have to move towards peace by yourself. If you want to be happy, okay, you're going to have to let this go and move towards peace by yourself. How you doing, John Dillon? Hey, boo. What's up? Hey, it's Nancy. Hey, Nancy. Because see, this relationship could never work for you with the 8 of Pentacles if somebody has you in chaos and conflict and there's no equal reciprocity. So basically, it's like Spirit is trying to tell somebody with baby gloves, look at the truth, baby. The truth is you're going to have to move on and you might be sad. Look at her. Her head is down. She's sad. But if you want peace within yourself and you want the stress to stop, then you have to let go. You're gonna have to move away from this person. Because this is somebody who is clearly where they want to be is out in the streets. So you're gonna have to let them go. They want to explore their options. Sometimes y'all will meet people that you think is just perfect for you. But that person don't feel like, see, love requires free will. And so while you can manifest somebody, you could want somebody all day long, and you could think that this is your person. But the truth of the matter is they have free will. And sometimes what we want, you can want somebody all day, but if they don't want you back, then you got to let go. Even if it's a soulmate, even if it's a twin flame. And some people, karmic connections are normally real sexual. You know, sex could be real, real good, but you still got to let it go if this person don't want to be with you. And like if they're having sex with you, but then they're out here having sex with all these other options too, that's not healthy for you. That's not healthy for you. That's not good for you. And so the reason why you're having this tower is because God is saying, baby, I don't want you in a relationship where somebody does not value your presence. They're not even valuing you as a friend, because if they wanted your friendship, they could have had a real talk, and like, hey man, we make better friends than lovers. And I still want to kick it with you from time to time, but maybe, I ain't really ready to be settled down. They could have just came to you like that. The fact that they didn't, Spirit is telling you, This is not going to work. Not even as friends. So remove yourself from this person treating you like an option. Okay? What's your name? You said why every time I get your live stuff. It's how you doing? What's your name, Boyd D? You said it's crazy every time. It be like that because I be talking about real life situations. We got the High Priestess here in the upright and the Star in reverse. The Six of Swords, y'all, was Aquarius. The Three of Wands, I think I told you, was Aries. And the Eight of Pentacles was Virgo. Now we got the High Priestess, Taurus. Okay, with the Star. Spirit is saying if you were to use your intuition. Now, the High Priestess is about, listen, being observant. The High Priestess is not just about intuition, but it's being observant, being quiet. You ain't got to talk. Spirit is basically telling you, hey, don't ask this person no questions. Just watch. Take note. And normally, now she doesn't have it on here, but sometimes the High Priestess is holding scrolls or it looks like a big book and the pages are turning. In other words, look back at everything that has happened. You ain't got to say nothing. And when you look at it, does it look like it's like this relationship has hope? It does not. The Star is Aquarius. The relationship is hopeless because your person's in devil energy. They're very lustful right now. They're in a toxic energy where it's like all they want to do is whatever they want to do. And they're not thinking about you or your feelings. So if you are in a High Priestess energy, you don't have to address this person and say, I just feel like you just keep cheating on me. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to do none of that. Look, get quiet, and analyze what you're seeing. You're seeing disrespect. You're seeing disloyalty. You're seeing that you're hurt and somebody does not give a damn. That means they're giving you the Six of Cups is in reverse, honey. That's hate. That's pain. That's despair. And you sitting up here telling this person, I love you. I want to be with you. But it's starting to feel hopeless because they're not acknowledging you. This is somebody who is pulling the strings on your heart and you can free yourself from the devil. This person ain't got to be playing with you because you can remove your energy from this whole situation that don't feel good. What's up? What's your name? Christina Galvez. Hey, boo. How you doing? So we got the Nine of Cups is here in the upright. The Lovers is in the upright, and the Ace of Pentacles. Whoever you are, you don't want to let go. Your personal wish fulfillment is to hold and maintain. You keep waiting on this person to be vulnerable with you and tell you that they want you to. You want to hold on. Your wish fulfillment is that you and this person are partners. Gemini energy, lovers. You like the passion between you. You think it's magical. Look at all that. Look at all this energy around them. So whoever you are, you think that this is magical love. You just want the relationship to go back to being happy and peaceful. And look at Holy Spirit. You see that light? Somebody wants the relationship to go back to happy and peaceful. How you doing, gesturing hand? Welcome to the channel. So somebody wants the relationship to have their personal wish fulfillment is to be partners with this person. You want a new start with the Ace of Pentacles. Even though the relationship is not working, you just keep hoping this person's going to come in and they're going to give to it again. Now, what they're giving to is options. They're not giving to you, but somebody's holding out hope because their personal wish fulfillment, their heart is deceiving them. The mind is showing you everything you need to see, but you don't want to believe what your eyes are telling you. And your eyes are a part of your five senses, and your intuition needs those five senses. So you're not trusting that gut feeling you're getting. You're not trusting what your eyes are seeing, which is disrespect. You're not trusting it. How you doing, Pipeline Dreams? And so it's just like, it's just sad. So we got an Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Nine of Cups is Pisces. This is really sad. Have you asked the divine to do a cord cutting, Christina? What's up, Naira Pooh? You ask God to cut the cord, honey. And she will. How you doing, Rowan George? How y'all doing? See, somebody keeps feeling like their intuition is saying, does somebody want to be a mother or a father? You want children with this person? You feel like y'all could grow? Somebody wants to have this person's babies. Or you just, and if you can't have babies, you just see that there's like, you feel like this relationship has potential to grow. Intuitively, this is what you want to believe. But if you really pay attention to what your eyes are telling you, that moon, that's that high priestess moon, your third eye is telling you, this person's not loyal. They don't love you. Didn't I say something about that Six of Cups being in reverse? This is the Six of Cups in reverse. See that dog? This is a dog that's been with him a long time. Didn't I say you and this person been friends a long time? But if it's in reverse, that means that dog ain't loyal. Somebody's not loyal. The disrespect is getting loud. The pain is starting to set in and your heart is starting to hurt. Instead of bringing you love, they keep hurting you over and over again. But your personal wish fulfillment is to birth something opposite than this. But the truth is, what you keep birthing is pain. That's the start you keep having, is pain. That ain't what you really wanted, though. But see, there it is again. What you birthing is third parties. Pain. And feeling like your heart being ripped in half by the one that you say you want to be partners with. Who will leave you out here desolate don't care. They don't care if you're out here hollering and screaming, feeling like your heart being ripped in half. But because God loves you, see these birds, they trying to pull her away from what's not good for her or him, if you're a man, because there's no gender in tarot. So whatever is hurting you, God is trying to, by having this tower, is to pull you away alone so you can heal. Because God don't want you to be in pain. So sometimes God will allow the tower because he does not, she or he, if you say he, I'll say she don't want you to hurt. Because see, this person with the Knight of Cups, they don't love you, baby. They're not even giving to this relationship. They're not trying to give you romance. They're not coming in as your knight in shining armor. They're not giving to you at all with the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups is Scorpio. And that's really sad. That's really, really sad. Because it's like you're out here hoping. And Spirit is like, it's a nope. This person is just, they ripping your heart out. And somebody is devastated. This is devastated. Have you already be up at night. Is this how you be hollering? When you send that text, you wonder if they all right. Sometimes you even think, should I call the hospitals? How I know they're not hurt? They ain't hurt. Your rational mind be like, they ain't hurt. They just ignoring you. It hurts. Sometimes the truth hurt. You're in a third party. And they don't care. And this is why God keeps saying, I'm trying to pull you to peace. Your light team, I want to pull you to peace. I don't want you to be a part of this. I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to be screaming out in agony. Oh my God, no. All of that. God don't want that for you. But this is what's going on here. This is sad. This makes me sad. So we got the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, the Three of Swords, Libra. Knight of Cups was Scorpio. Six of Cups is also Scorpio. And the Empress was Taurus. Yeah, this is not going to be your happily ever after. If you thought you and this person was going to have kids or birth something new, no. Spirit is saying no. This is not your happily ever after. Your relationship with this person, if you were to use your intuition and actually look at the facts. Look at the facts. Just be quiet and look at it. Okay, if this was somebody else and this was happening to them, and you were to look at the facts, you would see that this is not going to be successful. The Chariot's not going to move forward. This is not going to be your happily ever after with the Ten of Cups, which is Pisces. Even if this person were to come back and apologize with the Seven of Swords in reverse for all the cheating that they did behind your back. This is what Spirit is saying. Even if they come back and apologize for every damn low down thing that they did behind your back with the Seven of Swords, you still will be in a hopeless situation. Why? Because this person has already shown you to your face that they don't respect you. That they have disloyalty for you. They didn't give a damn about hurting you. Okay. And that's really unfortunate. Because somebody is, when you wake up to their not your happily ever after, Spirit says they're going to come back and they're going to try to restore your faith. Some of them are going to try to offer you sex as a new beginning because they feel like that's really your wish to fulfillment is to wait on them. Somebody believes you want to wait for them to love you. So like they want to hold you like a placeholder. Because some people know you really like them. And so if you allow it, yeah, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to play with them. And then when I'm ready to settle down, I might come find you. Or I'll just come over here and play with you because I know you care about me. And this is exactly what this is. So somebody might come in and try to, finesse you a little bit, try to restore your faith by offering you the Ace of Wands, offering you some sex to make you think they're going to birth something. See, a new beginning. See, they're not birthing healing. They just birthing a new beginning. But what is the new beginning leading to? We'll hear with the Fool. The Fool's Aries. You giving them money. Damn. So Spirit is right. They're not your friend. This is somebody who just wants to use you for sex and money. They're not emotionally invested in you at all. Even if they come back and apologize, they lying. They just want you to take care of them with the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn. Somebody wants you. They know you look out for those you love. So they're going to play on your love. Because typically when people involve sex, they don't really always see so good. Sex does something to the heart space. And you start feeling like, okay, well, we spending time, we having sex, they care about me. Nah, baby, they want some money. They want to go have a brand new beginning to you, giving them money. Not to y'all healing. Not to them giving to you. Because the Knight of Cups is still in reverse up under this. They're not giving to you. They want you to give to them. So Spirit is trying to show you in the midst of your pain what you really dealing with. Because somebody had all this hope that y'all was going to have kids and this could be your happily ever after. And Spirit is saying, baby, I know that's what you wanted. And I know that I told you that I made somebody for everybody. But whenever we step out of the divine's direction, things are not quite what they seem. And so in that case, you may have a person, but they might not, but by free will, they don't want to act like your person. And listen, temptation is a big thing. So don't take the devil lightly. Temptation, lustful desires, woo. Lustful desire is everywhere. Do you hear me? Let me tell you something. Some of y'all have heard of swingers clubs. Some of y'all have heard of sex clubs. They have them in every city and in every country. But now they have new things where they have like these little get-together parties, or they call them running clubs. And it's just a bunch of people who come together, act like they're going to exercise, and then they have a big old orgy afterwards. Lust is everywhere. And lust has an unquenchable appetite. And so you got a bunch of strangers exchanging energy, exchanging spirits, not knowing who's on who. You pick up a Jezebel, a succubus, or incubus energy. Now you out here just going to these parties all the time, just laying up, exchanging all of this energy, and people don't care. And I'm just telling you that God don't want you to be a part of whatever this person's got going on, because they don't give a damn about being no whore right now. They are the Queen of Wands in front of the Seven of Cups. This is somebody who know they look good and they want to be a hoe right now. And you don't need to be caught up in that energy. Because guess what they're going to do if you start sleeping with them? Now they're taking all the people they slept with, all the energies that they didn't sleep with, and they bringing it to you. They're not just bringing fluids, baby. They're bringing spirits. Spirits that attach themselves to people and putting that on you. You deserve better than that. What's up, Roy and George and Tamal? Hey, boo. That's nasty. Y'all come on in and say hey, double tap. So that's scary to me that somebody would want to do that. But this is what they're on. This is somebody who is going to, listen, Spirit wants you to pay attention to what is this person communicating with the Eight of Wands. Because words don't always have to mean words. What do you see them doing? What are they communicating by their actions? That they're selfish. They're only thinking about their wants, their needs, their desires. They're King of Cups in reverse. Cancer. Eight of Wands is Sagittarius. This is somebody. And then look. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why does this keep coming out every reading? What's up, Evangelina? We got the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Spirit says they want you to restore your faith and be stable. But you also got to see that what is this person communicating? Some of y'all's people is into the same sex. Somebody's person on the down low. And you might not see that that's part of why they play with you. Ooh, a light went past me real fast when I said that. You know, there's men who will have children with women and they be on the down low and they'll come play with your heart and ask you for money and come have sex with you, but they really don't want to be with you because they got a whole boyfriend over here on the side somewhere. But if you allow yourself to be played with, they'll do it. There's some women who will do some men the same way. But Spirit wants you to see this is what you want to keep having a new start with. This is the relationship you keep saying you want to resurrect. But that relationship ain't going to do nothing but lead you to more pain and despair. So God is trying to ask you to get in your intuition, analyze the situation for what it is. And when you analyze the situation for what it is, I want you to see that if you start over, where you're headed is pain, baby. And I'm trying to carry you to peace because I love you. This represents your angels and the Most High. We love you. We're taking you to peace. We don't want you out here feeling like your heart been ripped in two and you've been left with nothing. But some of y'all, whoever this is, they just see that this is their person. They want them, they want them, they want them, they want them. So it's like they keep wanting to resurrect and birth this, but Spirit is like, hey, first of all, I need you to see what they're communicating. This is somebody who is selfish, who only thinks about themselves. This is also somebody who is on the down low. And this is somebody who only wants to use you for money. How is this benefiting you? Like there's no purpose in even being friends with this person. What's up, Sacred Love and Golden Quartz and Calvin Cross? Hey, baby. Daisy Neves. Hey, boo. Adriana Torres. Did I get you? And Linda Love. How you doing? How you say your name? Is it McClan Yusuf? How you doing? It's a pleasure to have you here. Matthew P. I see you. Welcome. So anyway, excuse me. So here with the Ace of Cups here in the upright, Spirit is saying this person does not, I mean in reverse, this person has no love for you. None. So while you may want to resurrect this relationship and have a brand new start, they're not even your friend, baby. This person don't really love you. And that may be a hard pill to swallow. Why did I say it's a hard pill for some of y'all to swallow? Because you have a history. Y'all have a history of breaking up, making up. Y'all have a history. The Six of Cups is out here. This is still, even if it's in reverse, that's history. You've been knowing this person since childhood or just a long ass time. That's history. And sometimes when people have a history, it's hard to believe that this person don't give a damn about you. I'm knowing you forever. What you mean you don't like me? What you mean you're not my friend? What you mean they don't love me, God? What you mean? I've been knowing them forever. We always do this. And God is like, baby, there's no love here. This person's a user. They only care about their wants, needs, and desires. And somebody is a straight up whore. They sleep with the, not just a same-sex connection. This person is a whore around the board. No love in them whatsoever. Nothing for you to hope with. How you doing, Vanessa, love counselor? There is nothing good coming from this relationship that you just so desperately want to hold on to, believing it is like eventually they're going to get it. Eventually they're going to come back. Eventually they're going to get it. Eventually they're going to get it. They're not going to get it. That's a hard pill to swallow. And listen, because your heart could be telling you to hold on. But your mind is saying, baby, the writing's on the wall. Because when you love somebody, it don't just go away like that. So your heart may still feel, and one of y'all was in just at saying something about, I can't remember which one of y'all it was who had said, you know, I just keep feeling like my ex just keep popping up because there's a soul tie there. And sometimes you have to ask God to sever the tie, or you're going to keep feeling that. It's like a rubber band. It stretches and you bounce back. You stretch and you bounce back. You run, they chase. They chase, they run. It's just like a circle. Hey, Cameron. Thank you for the floating heart. This is sad. So Spirit is saying here with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, with the Ace of Cups here in reverse. Judgment was Libra. King of Pentacles was Taurus. King of Cups was Cancer. Sagittarius with that 81. Spirit is saying this person don't love you. And I know you don't. Yeah, they don't want to work with you. Three of Pentacles here in reverse. They don't really want to work with you. To grow wealth or to grow a family or to do anything. And this person really does not want to be married. They're going to make you unstable. This is somebody, why? This person would drain you of all your energy. They come around for the good time, but not a long time. And see all that energy leaving her? That's your money. That's your youthfulness. Because there is people who can drain your energy and you will start to look like you would an energy vampire. It's like they literally suck the life out of you. And what I mean by that is because you're putting in all the effort and pouring into their cup, your face will start to look gaunt. You start to get bags under your eyes. When you smile, your eyes look empty. It happens. Like people talk about vampires with blood, but there are real energy vampires that will drain you of your life force. And so Spirit is trying to tell you that you don't need to be a part of this. This person does not want to work with you. They don't want a relationship with you. And you really need to go into hermit mode if you want to be successful and stable. If you want to get to the King of Pentacles and be stable, then you're going to have to go into hermit mode, which is Virgo. And basically come sit up here with me. This is God saying, come to me. Come to me and let me help you. and close yourself off from the idea that this relationship is something that needs to be dug up yet again. So in other words, Spirit is telling somebody to get off the hamster wheel or break up the makeup. Close it off. Even if you're bored, even if you're sad, no matter what this person says, stop resurrecting this. If you want to be stable and you want your faith restored, then you're going to have to come over here with me. Somebody's going to have to go through a spiritual transformation and look at this from a higher perspective. She's on the mountain. You see how she's shining with light? Think about Moses. They said Moses went up on the mountain with God. And when he came down, his face shone with light. This is you. God has asked you to come sit with me. Let me shine my light on you. Let me elucidate your mind. In other words, lace your tennis shoes to what's really going on and why you need to separate yourself from this energy and why this energy is not good for you and why you need to stop breaking up and making up. Okay? Because this person does not love you like that. And see, and this is not going to bring you any good to your life. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. The only thing that this will bring you is darkness. You know what else brings you to darkness? The devil. So it's like getting caught up in something where it's like you can't get out of it. It's just dealing with this person is just one bad thing after the next. One, because they can bring you an STD that you cannot get rid of, and not just because they're playing on the DL, just being with, they could be sleeping with the opposite sex and still be sleeping unprotected and can bring you something. That's bad luck. They're bad luck for your finances. They're bad luck for your health. You're not going to sleep. You're stressing out. And sometimes when y'all get to stressing out, y'all stop eating. You stop sleeping. That's not healthy. That's bad luck. Then it's like, and then other areas of your life will start to be affected by this darkness. And so Spirit with the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus is saying you need to close off from this. This is Cancer. 4 of Wands was Aries. 3 of Pentacles was Capricorn, and Hermit was Virgo. What's up, Benny F. City? How you doing? Irma. Hey, boo. Welcome to the channel. See? Yeah, this relationship is not stable, baby. 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. Spirit is saying, I want you to think about what they're communicating to you, because actions speak louder than words. That's the theme this week. See, last week was about decisions. This week, have y'all noticed the key theme for most of the readings this week has been actions. What do the actions say? Don't tell me what's coming out their mouth. Because people will say, baby, I love you. How could you think I would do that to you? I love you. There were people who will tell you I love you straight to your face, and every action says, I don't want to be staying with you. I don't see you as my happily ever after. And so this is why we're going to go by the actions. What are the actions communicating? This relationship is unstable. 4 of Wands was in reverse. Now we got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's instability. See, look at this. Page of Pentacles in reverse. What is this? What is the action saying? This relationship with this person, the person who is in this lustful devil energy, is very unstable. They're not giving you no type of effort towards this relationship. As a Page of Pentacles in reverse, baby, this is somebody who they don't give a damn about you, not none. And I know it hurts. As I told you, if you've been knowing this person a long time, it's your baby mama, your baby daddy. This is somebody you've been, even if you don't have kids with them, this is supposed to be your person. You're supposed to be my person. I done had readings. You're my person. You're my soulmate. I'm supposed to be with you, right? And God said, baby, as much as I did make this person for you, they hell on wheels. They so far from what I wanted for you. Please let them go. Because I made them. And I did make them to do right. But I gave them free will. And they don't want to do right. So let go. Because I see they're not going to get no better. So Page of Pentacles is Virgo. And believe it or not, the 10 of Pentacles is also Virgo. And so here with the Ace of Swords. Ooh, Spirit is saying, put a permanent ending to this. You're going to have to be a hermit. In other words, you're going to have to be single. You're going to have to, with the Ace of Swords being in reverse, in other words, it's time for a permanent ending to this unstable relationship. And I want you to close yourself off and not go back. Eight of Cups is Pisces. Ace of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So Spirit is saying this is a permanent ending. And I need you to be closed off to the idea that you cannot go back. And I need you to be real quick about putting an end to this. In other words, do it without delay, because look at how quickly everything for you will fall apart if you don't. The Wheel of Fortune with the Knight of Swords in front of it, child, this means that your sugar gonna turn to shit faster than you can blink. Let this person go, because if not, baby, you're going down. You're going down real fast. Everything you worked hard for, how you feel about yourself, your self-esteem, your self-worth, money, energy, your time, all of that stuff will feel like it was wasted. Nothing good would have come from this relationship. And that's gotta hurt. What's up, D. Catara? Garrett, good evening. And Irma. What's up, Dollar Bill? This is so sad. What's up, Brandon Budaru? Budara? Is it Buddha? It's Buddha or something. Budare? I don't know. I be getting it right sometimes. Sometimes I get French just a little bit, and then sometimes I get it wrong. I was close though. Welcome, Brandon. Okay, Adriana Torres, I think I already got you. Did I miss anybody else? I'm going back to the bottom. I think I got most of y'all. Boudra. Okay, Boudra. See? We got the Hierophant here in the upright. What you got behind Hierophant? Hierophant is Taurus. That Knight of Swords was Aquarius. Let me tell you what the Most High is saying. Here with the Hierophant in the strength. God is trying to tell you, I'm trying to make you strong. When you are weak, God is strong. And you got to remember, God put a little of herself or himself within us, right? So that being said, you can transform into something strong if you listen to the Most High. You ain't got to be out here like a little docile lamb, just constantly getting your feelings hurt time and time again. You can actually transform into something strong, Leo energy. And that's what you can't see about your ending. You're going to go through a transformation. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. And you will win at all costs if you don't go back. You will win. Spirit is telling you, you're going to win at all costs. Now, here's the thing, though. It's going to require a quick mind shift. You're going to have a mind shift. You're going to have to walk a tightrope. See how she's walking that tightrope on her tippy toes? Do you see those birds? Do you see the wind? Do you see the new ideas? Spirit is saying, I can change your perspective, but you got to do exactly as I say. Are you willing to listen? We got Gemini with the Page of Swords. Five of Swords is Aquarius. The Moon was Pisces. Strength, Leo. And the Hierophant was Taurus. We got the Two of Pentacles here in the upright, and Temperance is also in the upright. This is somebody, Spirit says, if you would have married this person, they need you to know one thing. If you would have married them, they would have always juggled you. And Spirit says, I see that they're juggling you, but I'm trying to come in and make you stable. Because see, this person will always have you questioning who you are. This is a girl who is looking in a mirror. When she looks at herself, she's in a mental prison. She's stuck mentally. And God is saying, I don't want you feeling stuck, because sometimes, y'all, when people cheat, you start questioning your damn self like you did something wrong. Well, what did I do? What does this person have that I don't have? Do I nag too much? Was I not cooking? Was I not cleaning? Was I not giving money? Was I not making enough? Men don't even do that shit. Be like, well, shoot, why would she cheat? What did I do? Why ain't I good enough? And Spirit is saying, I'm not trying to have you over here in confusion, not seeing your self-worth, thinking you bound up in a mental prison over this person. God don't want you in no mental prison over this person. God wants you to be balanced and to alchemize and to realize that you're strong. You don't need this person who wants to juggle you and have your emotions up one day, your finances is going up and down, because this is somebody who out here trying to use you and abuse you. Queen of Swords. God is saying, I want you to have a boundary. I need you to search yourself and look at this from a higher perspective and create a boundary for yourself. Because you need to be protected if you want to win at all costs. You got to be protected. Because see, here with the Magician in reverse, if you don't listen, now why is God telling you all this? Because if you don't listen, you're not going to meet your goals. So remember when I said God wants you to follow that fine line? What is it? God wants you to walk a fine line. So if you're going to walk a fine line, you're going to want to meet your goals. But you're not if you don't listen. This is one of them times where God is saying, you need to listen to me. So in other words, don't lean to your own understanding. Listen to what I'm telling you. Because sometimes, listen, there are times God will try to warn you about a person and you don't believe God. God will send people that know you to say, hey, man, I seen your girl over there talking to such and such. I walked in to this restaurant, man, and they was real close. They was sitting in a booth together. His hand was all on her lap. She had her girls up and everything. And it be your best homeboy and you don't want to believe it. Sometimes it be your best friend. I don't want to believe it. No, they wouldn't do me like that. This is one of them times where God is like, I'm telling you what I'm telling you, and I need you to hear what I'm saying. Because if you don't, and you keep believing it, what you want to believe with your heart is, you want to go with your heart instead of your mind and your logic, as the Queen of Swords would do, mind over heart, right? If you don't look at something from a higher perspective and protect yourself, you're going to get hurt. You're not going to meet your goals. You're going to end up unstable, and you're going to hurt yourself. So God wants to move you towards peace. So whoever you are, you got to learn how to let go. Hey, Chively. Oh, well, Chively, if you believe that, goodbye, honey. Nobody asked you to click on my face. You don't even know what we're talking about nonsense. You're nonsense, and you're foolish. All right, let's keep going. I ain't got time for trolls. Knight of Pentacles here is in reverse. Spirit does not want you to give to anybody who's going to be juggling you. God does not want you to give to a relationship that's going to juggle you, because this person ain't going to do nothing but put 10 swords in your bag. And God does not want you to be with the 10 swords. See, that's the angel. Temperance is an angel. God is saying, listen, why would I want you to be over here hurt when I'm over here trying to alchemize you and help you to be more balanced? I'm sending a temperance angel to you, Sagittarius energy here with the 10 of temperance. And then we have the 10 of swords, which is Gemini. The communication here is, I want you to be balanced. So I don't want you to give to situations that's going to leave you out of balance. And one of the things that's going to really, I ain't going to lie, y'all. Spirit is saying one of the things that's going to throw some of y'all in a mental prison is finding out your person's on the DL. That's going to have you questioning your whole everything. Your whole sense of reality going to be caught up. And you don't deserve that. This person being this sexually impulsive, it's going to confuse you. You're going to be, look, in the moon, with the moon. You'll be like, what? When? How did I not know? When did I not see the signs? How did I not know? That's going to have you out. It's going to throw somebody. It must be somebody getting ready to come out. I ain't lying because this stuff been coming out heavy the last 3 weeks. 10 of Wands is here in the upright. See, this person wouldn't do. The Spirit says if you look at this from a higher perspective, they will have you carrying all the burdens of this whole relationship. Notice how she has everything paid up. There's no stability here. Remember, they kept saying it's going to be a lot of instability. So if you look at this from a higher perspective, you will be carrying everything, and it would not be stable. And Spirit is also saying, if you look at this from a higher perspective, this manipulative person, again, just wants to attach you for what they can get out of you, which is money. 9 of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay? How you doing, Maria? McAtee? How you doing, baby? So Spirit is saying this person only wants to attach you for your money. And honestly, again, if you look at this from a higher perspective, they still going to put other people over you. 6 of Wands is in reverse. So in other words, they still going to put third parties over you. Out here just doing whatever the hell they want to. But if you get into that King of Swords and that Queen of Swords energy and look at this from a higher perspective, you can actually see the outcome. In other words, God is saying, listen, I need you to be present. I need you to look at the past for what it is. And I also need you to look at the future and have foresight for what it will be if you don't walk this fine line and let this person go. Walk the fine line. Let them go. What's up, Jim McKee? How you doing? So that's why we had that Page of Swords. So you need to look at this from a higher perspective, walk the fine line, hear the ideas that I'm telling you. This person's not your friend. They're not your lover. They don't have your best interest at heart. They will come back and use you and still cheat on you. Questioning your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-confidence. I mean, it's one thing. Listen. It's one thing when somebody puts you in competition with somebody who is, of the opposite sex. That, 2 women going up against each other, 2 men. Okay, you might do a little comparison, but how you can't really compare with somebody like they like the opposite of you. I mean, I that's like apples to oranges. What you gonna do with that? But question yourself. Why you not good enough that they want? I could see a woman doing that. Why I ain't good enough? Why you want a man for? Why you want to be over there? And I can see some of y'all now. I was doing everything they asked me to do. I mean, dog, for real. I did everything you asked me to do. I'm still not enough. Baby, please. It ain't got nothing to do with you. What somebody like and they flavor ain't got nothing to do with you. And so for those of y'all who always be like, well, what did I do? You didn't do a damn thing. Somebody don't know where they want to be. They don't know who they want to be. They don't know if they like this or that or both. And so until they figure it out, you will be going down the rabbit hole with no ending, with a lot of bad luck. If you play with this person while they're trying to figure it out, just let them go. You might not want to, but you need to let them go. What's up, Issa? And that is a common thing. You don't believe me? Put that thing into YouTube. Watch how many videos come up. Yeah, the rabbit hole to hell is right 5 times. That's something you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Why you chose them? Why? What they do that I don't do? Child, sometimes you know what they do that you don't do. Let them walk all over them. Not have no self-respect, no self-love. There are some people who will bend over backwards, do tricks that you would never. Because you love yourself. That's why. That's why sometimes they choose those people. Because, hey, this person let me dog walk them, but you ain't. This person let me do all kinds of sexual perversions with them, against them. And literally, I could fart in their face or some weird shit like that, they ain't gonna say shit. People do weird shit. You think I'm lying? I be talking y'all. I be saying, listen, on my channel, this is why my channel is 18 plus. People do some weird stuff. And sometimes you ain't down with the weird. I can't even imagine. One of the saddest things I ever seen, or stories I heard about, there was a young boy who was about 9 years old. His parents were divorced. And he found some pictures of his dad dressed as a woman, wearing a diaper, eating feces. His dad was so embarrassed, he beat him to death because he didn't want his secret out. But when he beat him to death, and he went on talk shows, and this happened in the U.S., and said he didn't do it. This was some years back. Said he didn't do it. Just for them to find evidence that he did do it. And that same picture that the son found, it came out. So when I tell you, the God sometimes tells y'all, let somebody loose, let them go. It ain't worth dying for nobody's weird ass secrets or them doing stuff to you that's humiliating. There are some people with some real weird sexual perversions. Now let me pass gas in your face and you lick the crack of my behind. Are you crazy? Ain't nobody doing that. But there's some people that don't mind being treated like that. And God don't want that for you. So let go. And stop wondering what's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. You're too good to be with somebody like this. That's the problem. You're too good of a person to be with somebody like that. And let that be the answer. Thank you, Adolf, for the 1010. He said sometimes you're not nasty enough for them or you respect them too much to degrade them. See, that's what I'm saying. Some people want to degrade you or they want you to degrade them. And God, like, baby, you don't even need to be opening them type of doors. He is so right. Thank you. May God bless you tenfold. And y'all, listen, and I say stuff like that on my channel because I need you to wake up and understand it ain't you. And God loves you so much that God be like, man, if they knew this, they would be devastated. Let me just move them out of here. Let me go on and let this tower fall. And I know they're going to cry and they're going to be heartbroken. But I'd rather them cry and be heartbroken than to go through something where they're going to end up feeling disrespectful and all their self-worth go out the window. God really be saving some of us from disease, being treated like more trash or abused. Or ran through. Think about what I'm saying. What's up, Grateful and Warren and Karen Langford? The whole reason I'm telling you, how you doing? Wise Oracle of the Light. See, she said she's seen it. He did. He went on Dr. Phil and everything and said he didn't do it. So she's seen it. Yeah, it's my guy who does. It's a guy who does something called Morbid Facts. He's the one where I got that from. Yep. Beverly Shumpert, welcome to the channel. Yeah, there be some people out here doing some weird stuff out here. Cornbread man. So stop. Don't always think it's you. Sometimes rejection truly is protection. We say it, but I don't think y'all really understand how deep that stuff goes sometimes. Just knowing somebody's perversion. And people got all kinds of weird stuff they do. Shoot, one dude let his cousin come stay with him. He walked in on his cousin. His cousin was in his little movie room on a projector. You know how you put the projector on the wall? Cousin in there looking at feet. Got his oils ready. Sitting there with no shirt on. About to light his own self up to some feet pictures. He was like, hey man, what you doing? What you visiting my house? What you doing? Dude wasn't even, like, he was really more upset that he was bothering him. Like, man, I done got myself together. What you mean what I'm doing? I'm minding my business. First of all, you know your cousin had a foot fetish. Two, you know that he was getting ready, like literally lube himself, touching himself, all to the feet pictures, all in your living area. The stuff people see, man, and I ain't lying. The stuff people be like, I talk to y'all straight up because we adults here. Okay, what's up, Marissa and Tyrone Price? I be telling y'all some stuff. We be sounding so fried, but I be so for real. I be so for real. I be so for real. What's up, Aura? It says never after. Ooh, what is this? It says somebody regrets marrying the person they are with. They should have trusted their instincts. Living in regret and wants to leave but has difficulty. Instead of happily after, this was something never after. Honey, this will be you. Look at that eyeball. See? See how they look like an eye? If you don't see what spirit trying to tell you, that's going to be you wishing, oh God, I wish I never would have got with this person. Oh my God, oh my God. And then especially when the more you get tied up into somebody's life, it don't always be so easy to leave. What's up, St. George, Child of Oshun, and Divinity of Light, and Cecilia Stanford, Maria I'm going to just stop at Marissa. Hey, Marissa. I'm getting tongue tired. Spirit says, let me tell you why. Another reason why you don't want to be with this person. Y'all will be fighting fighting like cats and dogs. Whoever this past person is, y'all would start fight over little things. They will create a mountain out of a molehill. They will break down your self-esteem. Didn't I just say something about your self-esteem and your self-worth? They will try to break you down and make you walk on eggshells. This is the stuff that the divine is trying to protect you from. This is my high priestess, baby. It says masking, and masking came in reverse. I'm just showing it to you in the upright because it looks a mess in reverse. You see that right there? Okay, it says this person withholds their secrets. They're emotionally unavailable. They hold back their emotions. They're very evasive. Most secretive people with down low activities and weird fetishes do. They're closed off and they don't disclose their path because they don't want nobody judging them for it. What's up, Four Winds? It's Black Magic Player in Area the One. Thank you for the GOAT trophy, baby. I appreciate you. Or the GOAT cake. What is this? A cake? I don't know what this is. Trophy cake. Thank you. Appreciate it. It says, Spirit says, this person thinks that some of y'all are love struck. See how it looks like a rose, but it's in reverse. This is somebody who feels like you'll act foolish and engage in high risk choices and have reckless abandonment. Because do you just love them more than you love yourself? Because, you know, some people like to put that to the test. They want to see you engage in high risk choices and have reckless abandonment. Thank you for the sunshine, baby. It says entanglements. Child, what is going on here? Somebody has a lot of karmic ties. They feel restricted and trapped by their responsibilities. They're a financial burden. They're deep in debt. And they have a no way out mentality. Woo, that sounds terrible. What's up, Jessica? How you doing, boo? Uh-oh. Okay. Richie, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I know I be saying some stuff to probably make y'all just shake y'all heads like, did she really just say? I really did just say that. Hey, Nyla. It says controlled. This person allows other people to dictate their actions, so they have a strong desire to please and conform due to their lack of self-love. This person's a people pleaser, which they thought some of y'all were. This is why God kept trying to pull you away, because see, some people will allow other people to just run all over them. Oh, you're a people pleaser. You gonna let me do what I want to you? Look at how that looks like a rope with spikes and stuff on it. You gotta be careful. It says this person wants to blend y'all's issues. They have difficulty in blending their family dynamics. The children will not get along. They want a strained relationship with the adults. They want there to be resentment. So whatever family problems they got, they want to blend that stuff into your family. Child, somebody is crazy. Thank you, Stephanie Cookie, for the flow state. Somebody is fried, child. Some of these people just be so fried. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my issues on over here. It says somebody is high maintenance. They're arrogant. They're pretentious. They have a holier than thou attitude. They look down on others. They have champagne taste, but they ain't got nothing but water money. They overspend and they're in deep debt. This person, it says short and sweet. This person will be a brief love affair. It's a karmic connection with life lessons. Notice that I said life lessons. Most of the time, that's why most of y'all be watching me, because my channel is not like everybody else's channel. I do life lessons over here. There's a little baby spider, but I'm going to leave you be right now. As long as you stay over there. It says somebody enhances the understanding of their wants and needs, and they want to move forward their life. But see, you better be careful with them life lessons. Because see, life lessons do enhance your understanding. And they will change your wants and your needs in order for you to move forward. But you better be careful, because those be hard lessons to learn, them life lessons. Some of them rock your foundation and your world. Okay. Hey, Bobby Lord. How you doing, baby? It is fabulous. It sure is. This person wanted you to be their puppet. Wow. They wanted you to have no free... Look at Light, team. Light came past when I said that. Somebody wanted you to have no free will, controlled by others. You had a controlling ex in the picture there. They wanted to follow what other people said because they had no backbone or courage. Now, this person may act controlling with you, but there's always, typically, even when people think they're in control, it's always one person who thinks that they can control them too. So this person, they got their own person who treated them like a puppet, but they want to try to treat you like one. I know that's right, Christopher. Cut the string. Reactive jealousy. This person becomes easily jealous of your partner's past. They question if their partner has moved on from their past lovers. They're suspicious and obsessive over their past history. Now, there are some people who will try to triangulate you with their past lovers because they don't let go of nobody. Typically, narcissistic personalities will hold on to all their past lovers. All of them. For just in case. You know, those lonely nights. You said, what type of reading is this? This is a collective, Sweet Pea. Somebody has the touchy-feelies. Let's talk about that. This is what it looked like in the upright. What's the touchy-feely? It says somebody feels smothered. Woo, did you see that light? It was a big old light came past my head on that one. It says someone feels smothered and overwhelmed by constant physical interactions. They feel the need to prove their love with physical displays of affection. Listen, do not be this type of person. Do not be the person that has to prove their love by physical displays of affection. You're trying to touch all over somebody or constantly having physical interactions with this person. You know what I'm saying? Especially somebody who out here sleeping with a bunch of people. You need to let them go. Because see, we got orbiting next. Orbiting says this is somebody who will ghost other people, but they still interact or views other people's accounts via social media. That is so weird when somebody will ghost you but watch you at the same time. I'm going to ghost you and block you, but I'm going to keep my eye on your social media and whatever posts you have. And then it says they might give other people a false sense of hope over a reconciliation. Because I done told you about them dream sellers. Ah, baby, you want us to get back together? We gonna do this and we gonna do that and we gonna be this and we gonna do that. And they just be lying their ass off. They ain't gonna do none of that stuff. Ah, look at what we have at the bottom of the day. Pandora's box. Let's see what it says. Somebody's a ticking time bomb. They're suppressed their emotions, their unwillingness to share and open up. They hold back their feelings and they lack communication. We said that earlier. This is somebody who also will engage in reckless behavior because they open up Pandora's box. This is somebody who could be, dancing on the other side. See? That's a telephone, an old school phone. That's a rotary dial, baby. That's old school. Then look. It says back burner. Somebody will maintain communication with someone from their past. Didn't I just say somebody holding on to all their lovers from their past? An ex should be in the present relationship. Or an ex should be the present relationship not work out. They have a backup plan. So in other words, they keep their ex as their backup plan. Just in case you decide you're going to leave. It says wreckage. I think this is how it looks in the upright. It looks like a little child's toy, but it came in reverse. It says somebody will force others into submission. They like to make others feel intimidated. They want their partner to allow them to win because it's easier than fighting. Somebody wants you to do whatever they say do. But if you do that, you'll lose your self-worth. You better be careful. You better be careful with this. All right, we're going to move on to this was, for those of y'all who want to know, this is called the Shadow Love Tea by Vibe About It. She's on Etsy. Not that I'm being a sponsor or anything, but I like her cards. This is called the Wisdom of the Oracle. My nose is just itchy. Holy Spirit, what is it you got for the collective? You are blessed. You feel blessed? Blessed, I feel blessed. You should feel blessed, honey. Because look at how she look like she on a comment. Like God got her on the first thing smoking. God tried to get some of y'all on the first thing smoking. You are so blessed. God got you away from whoever this is. Baby, God was answering your prayers. Because some of y'all was praying about what is going on. And you know how sometimes you don't know for sure what's going on. But you just ask God to just listen. I don't know what's going on, God, but just let your will be done. And you do the removal prayer. If it's not good for me, get me out of here. And God said, all right, no problem. And some of y'all are blessed because God literally moved you and heard your prayers. And it says, now it's time to be fair. Spirit, the reason why God wanted to bless you is because it was time for something to come to an end. You see my finish line up there? What needed to come to an end? Notice this lady, look, she got 4 arms. And it says, to be fair. Is it really fair for you to act like you got 4 arms? No, because God gave you 2. So why are you doing twice the work? It's something here is not fair. It's not balanced. And then she has an owl sitting on top of her head. And then if you want to know what she got over here, she has a fortune cookie and a pearl. Some of y'all was giving things that were way more valuable. And this person wasn't giving you hardly nothing. And you're the reason why things maintained its balance. And Spirit said it's not fair. And so it was, therefore, some things needed to come to an end. And so this is why God kind of literally is standing on somebody's crown chakra. That owl is standing on somebody's head. That means that I'm trying to illuminate your crown chakra with wisdom, that you are not in a fair and balanced relationship. And it is time for that stuff to come to an end. Spirit says some of y'all want a soulmate. That's the truth. You want your person. God wants you to have your person. But notice the face of God right here. You see that? It's supposed to be like the face of God looking over these soulmates. Well, God may want you to have love. God says, but I got to look at the truth be told. God looks at what's really in a man's heart or woman's heart. I say man like common humankind when I say man. But God looks at the heart. And so the truth be told, God gonna look past the mask somebody's wearing to get deep to the heart space, especially when it comes to you wanting a soulmate. God's like, hey, let me look what's in there. Is this person, what type of truth is this person telling? Do they really love you? Or are they wearing a mask? Does love, like what's really in their heart? Even if they are your soulmate. Because all that glitters is not gold. And those are masks sitting on top of a heap of gold. See? God's going to get to the nitty gritty. Because he knows everything ain't, look, something could look good on the outside, but your heart ain't right. It says breathe. It's time for you to come to the finish line and breathe. Okay? Why do I say that? I say that because you need to maintain your peace. You need to maintain your peace. You need to ground your energy. It's time to take in that beautiful prana, that air, breathe. It's time. Because some of y'all have come to when you come to a finish line, that means something is over for you. And now you can breathe. Because see, some of y'all was up all night stressed out. And Spirit says, now it's time for you to get a leg up. Because some of y'all going to need a little help. So now it's time for you to get a little leg up. Because now that certain things, energies have left your life, now you can get a leg up. It says here, now I was trying to be nice to you. And here you go. Where you at? Now I got to kill you. What's on this paper? Do I need this? Little baby spider. Crawling over here by me. I don't do spiders. It says imagine. I don't know what was on that paper. It's got a scripture or something on it. It says imagine. Spirit says they want you to imagine what real love looks like with a real soulmate that actually loves you. It's okay to dream and to imagine better. But sometimes it's time for you to go sit down. You can imagine wanting better, but I don't mean that you need it right now. Some of y'all need to go take time. It says time for a nap. In other words, go heal, go rest. And why are we going to rest is because some of y'all have been through a big ordeal with people who was hiding their identity, wearing masks, out here, looking like gold, but they really gold plated. You need to go sit down and take a little nap and get your life together. Okay? It says, see, that's what I'm saying. Go sit down and think. Think about the ending you went through. Think about all the building blocks that you've gained. Think. Sit down and think about all the transformations. You gained some wings. You got some wings, but don't take off in the flight just yet. Think about what is going on with you. Some of y'all could be the number 44 could be important to some of you all. You could be 44. I don't know. Could have been born on the 4th. What is the 4th? What month is that? Is that April? What is that? Aries or Taurus or something? What's up, Nomandi? How you doing? And Emma? Oh, baby, if you believe that, why'd you click on my face, Emma? You just want some attention. If I seen Satanists dancing around a tree in the woods, I'm not going to walk over there and say, you know what you guys are doing is wrong. I'm going to stay from over there because I think what they're doing is wrong. If you really believe, Emma, and I think you are still watching because you really secretly like tarot, if you really believe that, then why don't you use your platform to promote something that you feel is healthy on your channel and stay off of mine? Okay. Okay. Hey, loyal love. Yeah, they really be trying it. And every now and then I let y'all slide. And then other days I go right ahead and I tell you like it is. Now, another reason why Spirit wants you to think about the building blocks that led to your ending. They also want you to think about all the lessons learned is because it's time for you to have a new beginning. When something ends, something new begins. Hey, Bill. I am. It says it's time to come to the edge. So when one door closes and you have an ending, you're about to get a new beginning. So it's like stepping into the unknown. But it doesn't matter wherever you step, God's going to carry you either way. It says here, and so this is what is being asked of you, to be flexible. So whenever you step into the unknown, you got to be flexible. Because you're going to go through a new beginning, and there are many different paths that this thing can take and twists and turns and whatever. So go with the flow. In other words, with being flexible. Okay? Because it may not be exactly as planned. You know, God has some lessons along the road. Welcome, Divinity Light. And Tasha Holmes. And Shell for sure. What'd you say, Sweet Pea? Mitchell said, you're Aries, Taurus. People not in here to judge all God's children. They sure be coming here judging me, but I don't care. I have some days I just ignore them altogether. And then there's other days, it depends on the day. Hey, Indigo Energy. I think they lazy, if you want me to be honest with you. I do. I think that they're lazy because if you really cared about what God says and you really want to promote the Most High, then you would use your free platform that costs you nothing. And you would be like the man who gave his workers the talent. What is this? Is that a gnat? You remember the guy who gave all his servants a talent and he told them, you know, one buried it in the ground, one doubled it, and one made 10 times the amount. It's a free platform. It's like God giving you something free. What you doing with your talent? You come over here to mine and you want to promote your stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that because we all have 24 hours and we all been given a free channel. What you do with yours is your business. I think this is a little bit lazy. What's up, Brianna Hicks? How you doing? I see you. Now listen, it says poise. Ooh, y'all ready for this? Ooh, brace yourself. Brace yourself. Because guess what? After this ending, you know what you poised for? She look like she dancing, honey. Like she about to take a big old leap of faith. You know why you so poised? Not only are you covered with love and light, you see the stars that surround them. You poised to move into something better. Child, you moving straight into the land of milk and honey. I love it. Milk and honey, milk and honey, Life about to get sweet for somebody, baby. Ooh, and I love baby elephants. Did y'all know that? I love me a baby elephant. I just think they so cute. But anyway, this baby elephant is out here having a grand old time. And look, you see the little walls of light. Looks like, ooh, look, you can see the light team. You can see the face of the divine. Somebody about to be real happy. You're going to be out here happy. You're going to feel blessed. You're going to feel contentment. You're going to feel like life is just really, really good. And Spirit says all you had to do with here and now is decide where you want to be. Some of y'all didn't realize that people coming back into your life, that's a choice. Do you want to go with the past or do you want to go with the future? You could birth something new now. You can go towards the future. You just got to make a choice. What does her little flag says? Her flag says, you are here. Spirit says, this is you. You're here on this egg. Some of y'all want to go back and birth something with the past, but the past was not what you thought it was going to be. And God was sending all his loving angels or her loving angels to come in and try to redirect you into a different direction that will be more healthy for you. Granted, it's stepping into the unknown. You may have to be flexible. It's going to be the land of milk and honey. But hey, everything comes with trials and tribulations. Regardless, it was still going to be better than what you would have got had you stayed with this person. But you need to move on to the new. Move on to the new. It says, see, because it's time for you to exchange your gifts. Oh, so look, I find it interesting that there is a ballerina and a cat. And because whenever I see the ballerina, I always think about, just like with this poise, I always get, I hope you dance. Y'all know that song? I hope you dance. I hope you dance. Spirit wants you to dance. And then like a cat, cats are curious. You see what I'm saying? So it's time for you to exchange your gifts. Some of y'all will be exchanging gifts of love. And what I mean by that, you might give to the collective. You might be falling in love. You're going to exchange. There will be an exchange here. And listen, it says a change is in the wind. Ooh, I'm getting a change is finna come. Y'all ready? Things are getting ready to change for you. Some of y'all might be getting a new home, new beginnings. It's coming. It's coming in fast too for some. I know what I'm saying. I just said it's coming in fast. How you doing, Irma Ortez? Look, because it says somebody is right between two worlds. You know what this is saying? You right in the middle between the past and the new. You right there. You right there. You stepping out of the past, stepping into the new. The new includes the land of milk and honey. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know how far up the road you got to go to get to that land of milk and honey. But be flexible. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Because you right here. Right between two worlds, ending one thing and stepping into something new. What's up, user bull? So that's really where I'm going to leave it right there. That's a beautiful place to leave it. Thank you all for the 203 likes. Thank you, Irma, for the 1999 super chat. May God bless you tenfold, baby. Thank you so much for your blessing. Hey, okay, listen, thank y'all for the 960 jewels, the 204 likes. Thank you to everybody, Adolf and Irma for both of y'all for helping with the donations tonight. I appreciate you. May God bless all of you all tenfold. If you need a personal, I'm the Light Tarot at gmail.com. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and you will know when I upload. Listen, if you like, my readings are different, baby. They different. They straight up. And I know some of y'all probably sitting at home like, did she just say? Yes, I did just say something crazy. I talk, y'all adults. We gotta keep it 100. So if you enjoyed this reading, please come back, hit that like, share, and subscribe, and please don't forget to hype me up. I do this every night. I've been going strong every day. I'm going into my 3rd year. Okay, 2nd month of my 3rd year of working for the great divine. And I want to thank JP the Guy and Jeremy Burks for both moderating this reading. But most importantly, I gotta thank the Most High, her Son, the Holy Spirit, and my light team, because they help me to do what I do every night. I'm one of the hardest women working out here, and I'm always here. Whether I have a moderator or not, whether y'all show up or not, I'm here. Delivering fire messages from the divine. So please come back and see me. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, baby.